Coming to you live right now on Heritage Hip Hop. I have a special queen that has been part of the foundation of the movement we call hip hop. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, everybody. My name is MC Debbie D. I'm one of the us girls from the movie Beach Street. I'm also one of the first females in hip hop. I'm one of the hip hop matriarchs. And I'm just glad to be here at this wonderful occasion at the Newark Museum.
Thank you. Another gentleman right here. Who are you, sir?
I am the cut master DJ Queen B, and I'm glad to be here. I don't know who's looking at this picture right now, but if you see me, make sure you see all my teeth, because I'm smiling, because I'm happy. I'm telling you. We at Newark Museum, man, for the New Jersey Hip Hop Festival. The premiere, the screening of Can't Forget New Jersey. Hope everybody loves it. It's necessary. Peace.
Let me ask both of you a question, if you don't mind. This one question is geared towards not only your experience, but to the foundation that you laid from hard work, dedication, and love. The question I want to ask of you is, when you started, did you think that at this point in time in life, you would have the admiration and the appreciation that you are getting now from what you did as maybe a hobby or love?
Absolutely not. I just did it for fun. When I started, it was 1977 in Webster Projects in Bronx, New York, the home of hip hop.
Okay.
And it was just about peace, love, unity, and having fun. And so we never really thought it would get this far, or it would be this big, or it would be on a global scale. But it's just amazing, and we're just grateful that God was just blessed just to blow up the way that it did, and to be a part, and to lay that foundation.
Okay, what about you, sir?
Well, listen. I'm just a DJ from New Jersey that loved to play music, and I never could imagine that I would be sitting here talking about me being in a documentary about anything at this day point in time. So I'm just blessed to be here, man, and I hope everybody enjoys this documentary, Can't Forget New Jersey. Hope you get inspired. Hope the next generation come up and make another documentary and build onto this one and add this legacy on, man.
Well, one thing about Heritage Hip Hop, we stand for hip hop culture. So we don't only highlight the DJ, we don't only highlight the MC, we don't only highlight the dancer. We highlight the people who have only changed lives through music, but through opportunity by giving our culture more of a name and a face than just beats and rhythm. Beats and rhythm come from God, and God said when you are the salt of the earth, not only do you give it flavor, you give it seasoning. The season makes the meat that much more productive, especially for your system and your soul. So being a part of that spice that gave the world flavor, what would you like the world to know of you so it could keep your legacy going?
I would like them to know that girls were a part of hip hop, and particularly on out front in the beginning. There was a movie that was just out recently called Hidden Figures, and often what I say to people is that even though a lot of people don't know that girls were in the beginning, we are not hidden figures. If you check the flyers, if you check the research, you will see that girls are on the front line. And so I want to just shout out those women that were on the front line, myself, Lisa Lee, Sha Rock, Pebbly Pooh, the Mercedes ladies, and Sweet and Sour, and a couple other ladies that were just basically there at that time in the Bronx. So I would want people really to know that girls were there. And as we often say in the movie I was in Beach Street, us girls could boogie too. Let's continue to do that. Okay,
you sir?
Hey, you talk about flavor and seasoning. We got my man Chill Rock G right here.
Okay.
Flavor unit.
Okay.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Chill Town, Jersey City in the building.
Okay. So tell me, sir, you are the person who was behind one of the most popular hip hop anthems in history. You even inspired many DJs to pick up your flow and vernacular, a heavy voice that was clear on beat, and meant that put a dance track to not only the husky sound, but you also fathered a lot of dance hip hop culture with your record. What legacy did you want to establish in making a record, or were you just interested in just making a song?
I really just wanted to get down. I heard a few rap records. You know, you get influenced by what you think is dope. So I heard stuff by like Kane, Cool G Rap, you know, a lot of Juice Crew rappers. And you know, I was rapping in high school, man. We was banging on the desk at the cafeteria.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, if you had some bars, you chipped in, whatever you had. And I was one of those dudes. I used to chip in, and everybody kept gassing me up like, yo. So that makes you keep going. You know, you get encouragement. So they suit me up to just just keep writing, man. I mean, I had my imagination. I thought, one day I'm going to do an interview, and then when they ask me this, I'm going to say that. But I never thought that, 20 years later, I got the big record and the bands, and people send me, like, this hat I'm wearing, got a bunch of hats, people send me stuff, stuff like that. You don't think about that. You just think about the next thing. Like me, I just thought about the next Hot 16 I want to spit when I get out there. You know what I mean?
You know what I appreciate about history? I don't like the name old school too much because it means that your music's dated, and good music doesn't have a date or a time. I mean, people still sing gospel. They don't say that's old school gospel. They just say it's spiritual. One thing I want to appreciate about all the people I've interviewed, yourself, beautiful young lady right here, and the DJ, one of the most forgotten members of hip hop culture, my man right here included. They say a doctor is a
DJ Cheese here.
As a Dr. DJ Cheese. They say a doctor is a holy man that works wonders with his hands. So the DJ has to be, of course, implemented. And when we talk about culture, and we don't say a DJ is old school, we say a DJ is part of the sound. And originally speaking, talk about old school. What I don't like about that is it dates you and it takes away the appreciation of what you do. So as a DJ Cheese, let me ask you a question. How important is it for the hands of a DJ to be recognized as an instrument when it comes to musical culture? How important is it for the hands of a DJ to be identified as an instrument in musical culture?
Very important. Very important because what you're doing with your hands shows the crowd what you do. So, you just got to be nice. Once you're nice with your hands, you do pretty much anything. So, I'm kind of lost with that question, though.
You lost with the question? All right, well.
Hey, turn around, show me your jacket, man. Turn around, man. Show me your
None other than DJ Cheese, one of the
man,
original
turn around, show me your jacket.
champions of the DMC World Battle.
Yeah.
But like I said, the hands.
This is the first one.
Being important because, like I said, be nice with your hands, and it's gonna get you what you got. It's gonna get you one of these and much more.
Well, you gotta remember, whenever you're branded as a champion, nobody can take that away from you. That's number one. And you were the first champion of the DMC DJ battle. World champion. So at the end of the day, that means wherever you go, you are solidified, and people have to look up and respect that. So as we look at the microphone as the mouthpiece for an MC, we also have to recognize that the hands are the workmanship of a DJ.
And DJs are forgotten as being the foundation of hip-hop.
The DJs are forgotten as the foundation of hip-hop. But that's why Heritage Hip Hop is here, because we can't have someone talk about they love hip-hop but don't know where it comes from and know their roots. You know what I'm saying? The roots keep the tree stable, and the tree survives off the roots. So is there anything that you want to say as we close out this interview?
Just know your history. Anybody that's coming into this game, know your history. What makes a good DJ to me is a catalog, and I don't mean records or MP3s. That catalog means the history of knowledge of music. Because if you're a DJ, you're rocking a party, if you lose that crowd, always go back to the classics. Like you say, you don't like to use the word old school. I always say the classics, hip hop, R&B, whatever. You always get that.
Sir?
Stop mumbling.
Stop mumbling.
Write a rhyme, man.
Stop mumbling. Okay.
Stop mumbling.
Stop mumbling. Cool.
Stay positive, man. Stay inspired. Keep inspiring. Keep moving forward. We can't bring you back to the past. We can't push everything forward. Greatness might not come from you, but it might come through you. It'll come through you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to get a chance to be great, but you can make the next great person be inspired by you. So that's still greatness.
Respect. Like
Positivity.
that. The queen herself?
And I want to say to all my sisters, always have the pen of a ready writer. The best writers are those who read. The more you read, the more lyrical you can always be. And don't just consider yourself as a female MC, just an MC. Us girls can go do it.
All right, y'all. So you heard it here. Know your history, respect the present, and know that the future comes from what you put out. So thank you. From Heritage Hip Hop, I'm signing off. Want to say peace.
Peace. Go to djcoolg.com.
Plug.
That new book, The Symphony.
Show it to him. Show it to him one more time.
One more time. DJQB.com, baby. Get
There it
that
is.
book, The Symphony. I'm telling you, man, listen.
Makes an excellent Christmas gift.
And on that note, we out. Peace.